Previously on Irritable Dad Syndrome.
I kicked a girl out of my car,
right,
because of some she said about a U2 song that I didn't even really like that song. But I'll be damned. I'll be damned if some harlot is going to diss my boy.
Some
harlot.
dame.
I said it.
Some broad.
Ready to have some fun? Let's do it.
Welcome to Irritable Dad Syndrome. Save 20% on your next episode with your Kroger Plus card. Now, here are your hosts, Mike and Darin.
Hey, I'm Darin.
I am Mike.
Welcome to Irritable Dad Syndrome. This is episode 134, and Mike is in a mood. I'm in a mood. Tonight is going to be a great show. I have had a week of computer problems and just pulling what hair I have left out, and we're going to talk about that tonight.
Yeah, The Last of Us finally ended, and we've both watched the finale, so we're going to talk about that and some things about the series as a whole.
Yeah, my rabbit is starting to hump things. Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Speaking of animals, I'd like to take a minute to draw the nation, nay, the world's attention to...
The world is our audience.
It is.
We're heard... Can I be serious?
Yes.
We are heard all over the world.
We are. We are the world.
We are the children.
I want to talk about Cocaine Cat. Now, let me take a step back.
Okay.
We are not a news show.
No, we're not.
We're not even...
We've never claimed to be.
We're not even that smart.
Yeah.
But for this story, really, you just need the headline and the first couple of lines.
Cocaine Cat.
Cocaine Cat. There was a cat, and when I say cat, that's used very broadly. People call lions and tigers cats.
Well, they're in the feline family.
This wasn't your domesticated Garfield that eats lasagna and humps the dog, or whatever he did in his free time.
Odie.
This was Odie. Yeah. This was a.
But you know what? I never understood why Garfield talked and Odie didn't. I'm sorry. I'm stumped.
That's very No, you actually threw me for a loop there. What?
Cocaine Cat.
Cocaine Cat.
Yeah.
They rescued this cat from a place that had cocaine.
Okay. And
the cat had cocaine in its system.
Yeah.
It was like a mountain lion-ish thing.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
They captured it. There's a picture of it on the news article. It's just kind of laying in the vet's office as one would when it's eaten a little bit too much cocaine. So what do you think the city of Cincinnati is doing with Cocaine Cat besides calling the Cincinnati Enquirer and saying, we got a cat that ate a bunch of cocaine in here? Besides that, what do you think they're doing with it?
Well, they're probably going to take it to the zoo.
They're going to put it in the zoo. And that's my favorite.
Hey, kids, come around and see Cocaine Cat.
I hate the zoo. I despise the zoo.
Why?
I don't like seeing animals in cages.
But it's a beautiful zoo. They take amazing care of their animals.
The animals don't care. You go into a thing, it says, hey, there's a tiger here.
Yeah.
You look, and there's a rock, and there's a tiger's ass hanging out the side of the rock as it's asleep. And it doesn't want to be there. It wants to be out in the jungle wherever tigers are.
And all the times I've been to our zoo, the only time I've ever heard the tiger roar was once.
Yeah.
And every other time he's just there like, hey,
yeah,
how's it going? You got a cigarette? You got any cocaine?
That's right.
Help me out here. God, I'm bored.
They got the thing with the giraffes where you can feed the giraffes.
Yeah.
I think I saw a rhinoceros's butt there once or something.
Yeah.
But I love the fact they're going to put Cocaine Cat in the zoo. They may finally have an exhibit where the animals moving around a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, there's not too many stories of people or animals that take a hit of cocaine and then go take a nap behind a rock. This thing is going to ruin it for all the other animals.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, man? Just calm down. Pace yourself.
Yeah.
Chill out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be so awesome.
It's like the Cocaine Cat is telling everybody, I'm on cocaine. You ain't on cocaine. Yeah. You know what?
I want a crack cat.
Yeah.
I want the crack cat in the exhibit next to the cocaine cat and put a weed cat over here.
No, write this down because this is really what's going to help the zoo.
Okay.
Cocaine turtle. Get a turtle all fucked up on cocaine and then flip him on its back and spin him around and then put him and watch him try and
This is turning into Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
That's what they are. That's what happened there. The turtles got into the Mario's cocaine stash.
Yeah.
You know he's got shrooms.
Yeah.
He's bouncing those things all over the place. Now he's dealing with the cocaine turtles.
Something else at the zoo that's always blew my mind.
Yeah.
It's like you always see squirrels running around the zoo. It's like the squirrel's like, son of a bitch, there's an elephant. We're in Ohio.
Yeah.
How did an elephant get here? So yeah, if you're in Cincinnati, go by the zoo. It's a beautiful zoo.
Our new drug exhibit is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a beautiful zoo. I've done several commercial shoots at the zoo. We did one with Fiona the hippo. I told the story about how we're trying to do the commercial and the poop was floating in the tank behind our main talent. Yeah, that was fun. And then we did a commercial inside the kangaroo exhibit, which was just freaking awesome because we could set up and the kangaroos walked right by you. And they were great. And they're like, I don't know.
Are they jacked? Were they jacked with because I was...
No, it's not like that jacked up muscle kangaroo that you see on the TikTok.
Yeah, fighting Steven Seagal.
Exactly. Yeah. I love that one video where that kangaroo has the dog in a headlock. Have you seen it?
No.
Kangaroo's got the dog in a headlock. And this dude with the hat, and he's got the around and find out expression on his face, runs over there, yells at the kangaroo. He lets the dog out, and the kangaroo starts jumping with his arms up, right? Dude clocks him.
Yeah.
Clocks the kangaroo right across the jaw and walks off. Like, you want some more of this? No. And the kangaroo's kind of like, hey, what happened? Perhaps I didn't think this through.
Now,
Okay.
We need a sound effect. We need a warning. This is a public warning for this next bit. It's going to be maybe 2 minutes. Everybody calm down. Chill out. If you need to go get do a line or whatever you need to do for 2 minutes, if you don't want to hear about U2, Mike's talking U2 for 2 minutes. I'm going to get kicked out of the U2 group.
I can't wait.
I'm going to be kicked out.
What's funny is you're probably the biggest fan of anybody there is. You're probably a bigger fan of the band than all of the people in the club combined.
They are the most humorless bastards and bastardettes I've ever seen in my life. Basteeds. Okay, so the newest one. So we had the thing the last time where I put on there, hey, wouldn't it be great if this new album was forced onto everyone's iPhone?
Right.
And oh my God.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, and then my wife had to get involved with that argument.
Which
with
you don't want her.
No.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, the fact that I got attacked and then immediately my wife is jumping on and go like, hey, what, you got something to say? You can say it to me. That whole thing.
Yeah.
She's got my back.
Oh, yeah.
So I got an email today. Now, listen. They have their new album, old album.
Songs of Surrender.
Songs of Surrender. SOS. Okay, so it's coming out. So when they first announced it, you could get the album in all these different formats.
Yeah.
The vinyl, you get the CD.
8-track.
They had a cassette tape, a white cassette tape.
Are you serious?
Yeah, cassettes are coming back.
No, they're not.
They are. Guns N' Roses just put out a cassette.
Because of Guardians of the Galaxy, you think?
No, this has been going on for a couple of years. They've been slow. You know, remember how vinyl just slowly came back? Like there would be a vinyl, like you'd be walking down the street and all of a sudden there's a vinyl. Like, what the hell?
Well, it's because people love to listen to 3 or 4 songs and then take a break.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So people now want to have the songs with them in the car and have it randomly ruin all their songs and spit it out. That's the new thing. So I got one of the formats they came out with was the cassette. It was a white one. Okay? And then I got an email. Hey, we have a green cassette.
Oh.
The same stuff, same liner notes,
just on a green
same
cassette.
Pictures, but it's a green cassette. And all the U2 fandom goes, whoa, it's green. That's Irish. It's March.
Oh.
What are you doing? Come on. They came out with a limited edition clear vinyl. Now, I will admit.
Clear vinyl or clear cassette?
Clear vinyl.
Okay, because I remember clear cassettes.
Clear cassettes were like the wave of the future.
Yeah.
They sounded better than the white and black and green cassettes. So,
and what if they got jammed up and you got it out, then you used a clear pencil to twist the tape back in.
So they have like the deluxe vinyl. Yes, I bought the deluxe vinyl. Suck it.
Yeah.
Which has all 40 of the songs.
I know you would.
The collector's vinyls only have half of the songs. 20. I are a mathematician.
Math time with Mike.
But they had a special edition clear vinyl.
Okay.
And it was limited. Only a certain number of available.
Oh.
And for the fan club, hey, you guys get first crack at it. Like a meth addict, I clicked. I was like, oh, crap, now it's coming. And my first thought was, I got to sell this thing as soon as it comes in.
Mm-hmm.
And then it sold out. And I'm like, I am going to make some money on these U2 guys.
Some coin.
Yeah.
Some bank.
About a couple days later,
Mm-hmm.
I get an email, special edition, purple. It's the whole, everything's the same. The sleeve is the same, and the vinyl itself is a marble of black and purple wax, as they call it.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Another week goes by.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you're a top fan of U2 on Spotify. Here's a green vinyl special edition.
Jesus. Yeah.
Okay. Just this morning, I got an email.
Are they going to release it in fuchsia?
Now, by the way,
one's in pink.
By the way, everyone is watching with bated breath for the announcement of the tour dates in Las Vegas, because U2 historically, they will say, hey, tomorrow at 8 a.m., we're going to put tickets on sale. You're going to have about 5 seconds to buy them. And that's it.
Yeah.
So everyone's waiting for that email to come through. So I get an email this morning. I'm like, I'm going to have to go home sick. I got to get this going.
Yeah.
It said,
priorities.
Hey, we have a Las Vegas version of SOS. It's red. It's a red sleeve and the red vinyl. So I took a screenshot of it, and I made a post on the U2 Friends on Facebook. Said, hey, at this point, I think the regular black vinyl is now the collector's edition.
Yeah.
Because you can't walk 2 feet without someone shoving you a new color of this album.
Yeah.
And I got a couple of laughs. I got a couple of comments saying, well, can you tell me how to buy it? Because a friend of mine is collecting them all. And I'm like, okay, this went right over your head. Then I got the mansplainer. The mansplainer came on. And he said, you realize, of course, of course, that bands have been doing this for years. This is nothing new.
Yeah.
And then somebody responded to him, because I was aghast and I was laughing. And someone responded to him, yeah, but this one's a bit much, or something along that lines. And then he was like, actually, it's not.
Oh, screw
It's
you.
5 editions or 6 editions or whatever.
Yeah.
The Beatles have been putting out the same album. I don't follow the Beatles, but apparently they've had some album that's come out like 20 times or something.
Yeah, they re-release a lot of stuff.
The point is, multiple people in the group mansplain. So I had the one mansplainer. You think typically you would have that and it would be it. Everyone would see, oh, well, clearly this has been described and explained in infinite detail. We don't need to elaborate on this, elucidate the point. We don't need to bloviate on this any longer. We elucidate and bloviate.
Penultimately.
But of course, another mansplainer came on. Excuse me.
Lord.
Real fans. Real fans are excited about the many different editions. Maybe you should just let people be happy with all the choices that they have. And stop trying to start arguments. By the way, I didn't try to start an argument.
You made a joke.
I think it was a joke, but I think it's actually a point.
Right.
The third mansplainer came in.
Yeah.
And he said, you realize, of course,
Okay.
that the color editions will go out of print, whilst the black classic vinyl will go on through reprints. Ergo. And I'm adding ergo because he didn't. Unbeknownst.
Betwixt
the buttocks. If you truly want a collector's edition, you will purchase one of these colored editions. And I couldn't help but think of the actual U2, Bono himself, reading these comments and laughing his ass off.
Yeah.
It's like I'm making cookies, and all of a sudden I just drop a few little drops of food coloring, and everybody loses their oh my God, there's blue cookies.
Oh, yeah.
And then a little bit, oh, there's red cookies. Oh my God, did you see the white cookies? Cookie! It's all the same stuff. It's not like they're different songs. Now, I will admit, I am the type of guy that if it was like different tracks on there, or if it was like a different thing, I'm sick enough in the head, I need therapy, I would go for it. It's literally the same.
Yeah.
And I can't. There had to have been some call where Edge or somebody said, "Yeah, just put the same on. See if somebody will buy it.
Yeah.
Pick a color." They probably got colors in a hat. And they pull it out.
All 40 songs.
20 of them.
Oh, 20 songs.
Half.
Okay, half.
Half of 40
is 20.
Is 20.
Okay, I'm following you there.
Yeah.
So 20 of the songs are green in the green album, and then there's some in the red album.
In the same songs.
The same songs. Yeah. Same 20.
Same 20. Yeah. They sound the same.
Well, I should hope so. Now, why wouldn't they do what? I got an idea.
Yeah.
Hey, you two, if you're listening, take those other 20 songs and make those purple.
They could make a lot of money if they did that.
Yeah.
I don't think they're doing that. I know they're not doing that.
They're going to do that.
I think they think it's hilarious. If you go to their site and you click on that, the number of editions on you would think that's the only album they ever put out.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like literally what are you doing?
Mm-hmm. Now, I've mentioned many times how pissed I get at artists when they do this. Yeah. Like Tom Petty, Wildflowers.
Yeah.
They re-released that with a 5-album set.
Yeah.
Okay, one is the original Wildflowers.
Yeah.
And then the second one is like 10 songs that he recorded at the same time.
Yeah.
Now, 4 of those songs made it on other collections.
And then they have one where he's like in a porta potty with a harmonica, the demos
exactly,
of those.
the demos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's the rough cut. Mm-hmm. How is demo different than the rough cut?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's like the live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can see the live.
The live Rush does that. They have a concert with each re-release.
Yeah,
it's
I
good.
can see the stuff that you recorded that didn't make it on there.
Yeah.
But okay, whatever. But when you're selling the same thing just in a different color, come on.
It's so blatant.
Yeah.
I love it so much because
now how many colors are you going to buy?
I've just got the clear. I've got the clear, and then I got the one that has all 40 songs. So I actually have 2 versions, and I felt like an idiot for getting 2 versions. But there's so many people on there that are buying all of them and both cassettes.
How are they going to get 40 songs on?
It's not. It's 20 songs.
Okay.
Ask me if they're different 20 songs or if they're the same 20 songs.
Are they the different songs?
They're the same 20 songs.
The same. Okay.
And they're the same ones on the CD.
Okay.
They're all the same. I love that so much. That they're all
why
the same.
go through the effort of making? No, I know why they're doing it.
Are you about to ask me why they go through the effort?
No, I understand.
Of just putting some food coloring in.
No.
Okay.
You make 40 songs.
Yeah.
And then it's people's like, hell, I'm not going to buy 40 songs. Well, then we'll sell you half of them. Oh, okay. I can buy 20 songs. Yeah.
Could you buy 20 in purple?
Let me check with my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also think it's hilarious that they didn't put all the colors out at once. It's like, I got to have that. Because I had to have the clear. I'm like, oh my God, this is limited. It's only, and it did the clear. And then it's like, oh, wait, here's purple.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, come on. What are you guys doing?
I remember when I was a kid. Remember when Kiss released all 4 solo albums on the same day?
Yeah.
And my dad was like, "Are you kidding me? You're gonna buy 4? So
yeah, to be a fourth of the cost each one of them. Right there.
Yeah. And he was just not buying it. Yeah.
How many do you think of the Peter Criss sold that day?
Ace Frehley, he sold the most.
Yeah,
his was the most popular.
And then probably was it Gene Simmons next, or
I don't remember.
Think it would,
but
be
I think it was Paul.
Okay.
I think it was Ace, Paul, Gene, and then Peter. Yeah. Eric Carr came in very close fourth, and he wasn't even alive yet.
Do you think there was a moment when they're like, do we really need to have one for Peter? I mean, really? And one of the executives said, well, he is part of the band.
Guys.
And Gene's like,
Fans is going to kill you. Although he doesn't listen.
No, I think he agrees. I think he agrees with that. We didn't want to talk about YouTube. I spent way too much time on that, but it's all hilarious.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
it's comedy, money in the bank.
This portion of Irritable Dad Syndrome is brought to you without commercial interruption.
We both finished The Last of Us.
Yes.
We've come to the end of it.
Tears in my eyes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Edge of my seat. Even though I was laying in bed watching it. But you didn't warn me.
No, I didn't want to ruin
the
anything.
Last episode. And I'm not going to spoil it.
Yeah, full disclosure. We can spoil it.
Okay.
Spoiler warning. We're going to spoil the out of The Last of Us.
Yeah.
It aired, the last episode, for people watching on the stream, it aired just a couple of nights ago.
And for people listening to it's been like over a
couple of weeks, so suck it. I've already seen spoilers on the Tweeter and different places now. So full disclosure, longtime listeners know that I'm the gamer. So this game came out in 2012. 13.
Okay.
So the guy that made the story for the game and directed the game is involved. He did the story and helped direct the show.
Yeah.
And there's different scenes in there that are almost shot for shot, including the final scene where Joel lies to Ellie, basically. And the look on her face, that's all, frame for frame.
Yeah.
So I knew how I thought it was going to end. And then I saw, it was going that direction. And I thought,
wouldn't it be a giant suck if they had changed it? It's like if she'd went to the hospital and they'd given her a shot. Hey, everybody's cured.
Hey, what happened?
Yeah, and then Kramer bursts into the
Joel.
door. And
Yeah.
The story went there in a lot of different places. I mean, it starts out with his real daughter, dying.
Yeah.
Tragically. Like, not even from one of the... I'm going to call them zombies. That's another mansplaining thing that's happening
Did they call
online.
them biters? No, the mushroom heads. What
clickers, clickers,
clickers,
because they can't make any sound anymore. They just click.
Yeah, which is also a sound.
Yeah, and I think they
can't make sounds. They just go click.
I think they call the other ones the runners. I can't remember what it is, but there's like
creepy,
different.
So
I mean, it was a video game first, so they all have different thing. Like the clickers can't see you, but they will if they get you, you're dead.
Yeah.
The runners can see you, but you can like blow them away.
Wait, there's two different types?
There's many different types. There's the bloater, in that one episode where it was the town and the ground fell in and that thing came up.
Yeah.
So in the game, you encounter one of those twice in two different.
Okay.
One is a terrifying part where you're Joel and you're by yourself.
They're all terrifying.
Yeah, they're all terrifying. The game itself was kind of known for the brutality of the kills.
Okay.
It was on PlayStation. PlayStation had a little rumble. I mean, that's kind of controllers have rumbles in them now, and you're trying to kill these things silently because you're going to get the whole swarm to come after you. So you grapple them and then you either choke them out and stab them in the head or whatever. And you feel the vibration, and they're people that have been affected by this thing. So it was kind of a little controversial at the time.
Yeah.
They're muffled people, struggling sounds. It was tough to play.
Yeah.
Clickers clicked,
Oh, so that's what the clickers did.
So it was less brutal than the game in the sense of really.
God.
I mean, there's a lot of killing that happens in the game.
Yeah.
But it didn't do a very good job, I didn't think, in the game of explaining why you are against the other people. I think the show did an excellent. They were explaining exactly what the Fireflies were.
It's survival of the fittest.
Yeah. And, kind of had that Walking Dead. But yeah, there were a few things that were going to happen that I could have warned you about, and I didn't. The Dave the cannibal thing.
No, you didn't warn me about anything. Jesus. Thank you.
The game took a lot out of me. I only played like a half hour, 45 minutes at a time, and then I was just like, I got to watch The Office or something with Snoopy in it for a few minutes before I go to bed. So it's an exhausting story.
Snoopy. Yeah.
But spoiler alert. So Ellie, it turns out, she has in her blood, basically she's not affected. She was bitten by one of the whatevers.
The clickers.
And she didn't turn into one of them.
Right.
Because she's immune because of some things that happened at her birth. And so they are trying to take her to a Firefly's compound with medical personnel who are going to extract this. Well, her and Joel, Joel's daughter died in the beginning.
Right.
And then they kind of grow. They have
bonded.
a bond. They have a bond as they get there. And he kind of starts to see her as his daughter again.
Yeah.
And then they get there and you find out that to get this from Ellie, it's in her brain and it will kill her.
Yeah.
And then even then, they're not even sure it's going to work.
Yeah.
And then Joel says, well, no. I got a gun.
Yeah.
Smith and Wesson are telling me that that's not how this is going to go.
That wasn't a Smith and Wesson.
It wasn't.
No.
I could tell I'm a gun guy. And he just goes on
I got my bayonet. I'll tell you what, by God.
He just goes on a balls out rampage.
Yeah.
Through the hospital, kills everybody.
Yeah.
And then takes her out. And then basically, the way he lied to her, that was a big scene in the game.
Yeah.
At the end, like she's gonna wonder what the hell happened, and everybody's dead, and now we're out in the field. Like, what happened? Hey, what happened? And then he lies to her, and it was a big deal of her, whether she believes him or not. She doesn't believe him.
Right.
I mean, you can tell. And I was very impressed with how well the actress, Bella Ramsey. When you talk about it, comes down to a look, but there's a lot in that look that she gives Joel, and then it fades to black. And
she's just a kid.
Yeah. I mean, first season is over.
Yeah.
And then you hit me with a bombshell that the next season is not going to have her. It's an
no.
older actress.
It is.
Oh, okay.
They said that they were not going to recast her despite the time jump.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, they were not going to recast.
I told you that like 3 times. You're
oh
like,
my god!
huh? I'm eating the pork chop.
It was a chicken.
You can't.
Okay, well then good.
Like a pork chop.
Because it's not that much of a time jump. But
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm interested. We haven't really talked about it except now, and I've just kind of bloviated all over the place. So
Yeah.
it affected you then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did
yeah.
Libby watch it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
We were hooked.
Okay.
We watched it together betwixt, whatever. But no, it was insane.
Yeah.
And we were just like, wait, whoa. And then he shoots another one, then another one, then another one. He's like, hey. It's like didn't even give people the chance.
That's the one part of the show
It's
where it was like,
hey,
just
how
like
about let's put our gun down and talk. Bang. No, I'm not into that. I've done enough talking.
So yeah,
it
was important for the story, and as it goes into the second season, for you to see that Joel really made a dark choice, and I think they did a good job of pointing that out.
So another show that you have got to watch this. Okay,
which one?
You got to watch 1923.
I gotta watch Yellowstone first.
You don't.
I gotta watch the yellow one, and then the blue one, and then the red one.
Well, there's 5 seasons of Yellowstone.
Okay.
And you're never going to get through 5 of them. I'm going to be dead before you get through 5 seasons of Yellowstone.
5 seasons? It's been around that long?
I think so. 4 or 5 seasons. Anyway, so I watched 1923 with Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford, such a badass. Okay. Yeah. Then I went and I started 1883 with Sam Elliott. Holy hold my beer.
Yeah.
Sam Elliott makes Harrison Ford look like Fred Rogers.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
This guy has been
beat
down, hung up wet. Yeah.
Okay.
Sam Elliott is in one of the most badass scenes of anything. I would dare to say that I think Chuck Norris would stand down if Sam Elliott walked into the room and said, I'm ready to fight you.
I want to challenge you on this. Okay. So I recently rewatched part of Tombstone.
Yeah.
Where Kurt Russell goes in and goes up to Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
And starts smacking him.
Smacks the shit out of him. Yeah.
Now, to me, that's one of the most badass scenes in
Billy Bob
Western.
Thornton was like 85 pounds heavy in that
He was.
movie. Yeah.
So is it more badass than that? Is it? Okay.
Sam Elliott is in a bar.
Sam Elliott was in that movie, too.
Yeah. Yes, he was. Yeah. He's in a bar. He's sitting there minding his own business. Mm-hmm. Somebody starts some with him. He pulls out his gun. He says, you know what I'm doing here? I'm looking for a reason. Are you going to be that reason?
Oh, okay.
And that look in his eye, that fire in his eye. Yeah. And he's ready to go.
Yeah.
He is ready to go.
Oh, I'm going to watch this show.
And in this, there's a bunch of German immigrants. Okay. And
it's always German immigrants.
Yeah. They've hired him and his buddy to take them.
There's probably a German immigrant down here with us.
To haul them across country to Oregon or something.
Okay.
And everything that they have to go through on the trip, carriages.
Okay.
It's just, oh my God.
So should I start with that one, or should I start with Harrison Ford one, or should I splurge on the Peacock? You said
But I'm telling you.
What's 1883 on? Which one's it on?
Paramount. 1883 and 1923 are on Paramount.
See, we have Paramount. All right.
Yeah, but now I've watched them all out of order. But you know what? I watched the Marvel movies out of order. Yeah. Completely out of order, and I still understood them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Sam Elliott, if you're listening, we want you as a guest on this show.
Yeah.
And Nick Offerman. I reached out to Nick Offerman again to see if he would be a guest on Irritable Dad Syndrome. Nick, if you're listening,
he's not doing anything.
If there's anybody out there who knows Nick Offerman or Sam Elliott, we would love to have them as guests on this podcast. So please spread the word to Nick Offerman, Sam Elliott. Please be a guest on Irritable Dad Syndrome.
This portion of Irritable Dad Syndrome is brought to you by Whoppers All-Beef Footlong Hot Dogs. Hey, it's your old buddy Dave, and I'm telling you right now, there are no better hot dogs out there than Whoppers. Whoppers are packed full of flavor with no fillers and no preservatives. They're perfect for every party, unless you're a vegan. Anywho, get a ruler and measure it yourself. If your hot dog isn't 1 foot long, they'll refund your money, guaranteed. Oh, and speaking of money, you can now show how much you love Whoppers by purchasing items from their new line of merchandise. Go to irritabledadsyndrome.com and see all the cool stuff they have and buy something for that special someone in your life. Back to you, Buck and Dusty.
I had just like the worst week of computer problems last week. It was crazy. So my laptop, it seems like now I usually keep an eye on my storage. I'm not like vehement about it. There's a word, vehement. And next thing I know, it's in the red. It's like 99.4% full.
Yeah.
And for the life of me, it's like I went through my downloads and I took everything that was in the download folder. I transferred it to an external drive.
Okay.
I cleaned out
then
my
you
trash.
deleted
I
where it
deleted
came from. Okay.
and then I cleaned out the recycle bin. And by the way, that pisses me off. I had so many emails. I went through and I deleted, I don't know how many, 200, 300, 400 emails. Then what do you got to do? You got to go and delete them again. You got to recycle the trash.
I have tens of thousands of emails in the Gmail. I've never deleted. Like they're just to go back until I think just emails that I sent when I was 5 before the internet happened.
I was getting all these emails from Cura Digest, whatever the hell.
Oh,
I didn't sign up for that.
If you've ever gone there or looked at a question, like
I don't know why they started sending me, but I was getting all these emails from Cura Digest. So I finally just blocked them. And I thought that solves that problem.
Yeah.
No, when I'm going through and I'm deleting my emails, I have to go through the trash. Then I have to go through my blocked folder. I have to go through, and there are 40 emails from Cura Digest, and you got to delete those.
Yeah.
So I am deleting media. I'm deleting on my cloud. Everything was backing up to the cloud. I've got memes. Yeah. I've got screen grabs. All this was being saved to the cloud and hogging up. And then you and I, for this podcast, started the Google Share folder.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we just put everything.
We're so stupid. Yeah. You thought it's all being saved on the Google Share folder.
Over at Google.
Yeah. Exactly. in Utah. That's where their office is, right?
Yeah.
That's where, it was all taken up space on my computer.
Yeah, I still don't understand, but I don't doubt you. I don't doubt you.
Anyway, so and then I couldn't send or do any emails. I couldn't download anything because this was, and it was just absolutely crazy. My wife unfamilied me because I thought, I'm looking at it and it says there's like 175 gig of family photos and stuff like that, which I thought was Libby. So she unfamilied me. She's like,
get the hell out of this.
She bought more space.
Yeah.
She paid to upgrade to have more space, and I was part of the family plan, but I wasn't getting the extra stuff, the extra storage, even though she was paying for it. So we can't figure that out.
Wow.
So she unfamilied me. You unfamilied me.
I grabbed everything that had anything to do with Irritable Dad because I thought at this point I didn't know what was going on with you because there were a couple of phone calls between us where I'm trying to I would think, oh, maybe it's this, and I would call you and I could tell you were in like a different you were like Kurt Russell in The Thing, and near the end. Where he's like, we tried that. We tested the blood. We did the thing.
Yes, I deleted the email.
I got the thing.
Yes, I deleted the trash.
It's just me and whiskey and this other dude now. And that's all that's it. I went through all that and I'm like, there's something really going on. Someone has hacked into his
That's what I thought.
And they're gonna take all of our stuff. So I barricaded, I took it all out and then I put it all back on a private folder.
Yeah.
And now it's like you will come to me like hat in hand.
Can you send me episode
Sir, can
38?
you send me an episode? And I'm like, show me your papers, bitch. I want to see some identification.
So after all of that, I went and deleted. God, I deleted the screen grabs. I deleted videos. I deleted
anything that would take space.
Yeah,
like that.
I was deleting this and this and this and everything that I wanted to keep. I downloaded and I transferred off to an external drive. I finally got the Google thing within to where I wasn't getting the email every day. Your storage is full.
Yeah.
With my laptop, the C drive was 99.4% full. I called my IT guy at my old TV station. Like, I work from home.
Yeah.
Okay, I love working from home, but God, I miss having an IT guy. I mean, it's like anytime I had a personal problem with my computer, he would look at it.
You were on the verge of calling the Geek Squad. And I think Mr. Wizard, he may be dead, but I think you were going to call him.
And I'm certain that they're nice people, but I did not want to call the Geek Squad because I know they would try to sell me something. Yeah. Hey, you can get have you pressed the H key?
Have you?
You need to stop pressing the H key.
You subscribe to Quora?
Yeah, that's really helpful. Well, that's the problem. So he recommended this app called Tree Size. And
Tree size.
Tree size.
That was my name back in college.
Yeah, I was the trunk. So, and we've got a friend named Stump.
Yeah, mine was Leafy.
So tree size tells you exactly what's taking up your storage and where it was.
Oh.
The problem was I edit the podcast with Audacity.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a free audio editing software. It's very reliable, very good. I'm fine with it. Every time you save a project, it saves a little bit of information. Okay. And it transfers that to a folder.
Okay.
This folder was hidden. Okay, because I'm scrolling over everything that I can find. I had 2 gigs here, 2 gigs here, 4. It added up to like 13 gigs. And yet I had 157 gigs missing. Or like, it don't add up. So you had to go to storage and then click on this, click on that. You had to open hidden files. Why are there hidden files?
So all these hidden gigs were our 2 dumbasses talking about?
Yeah.
You two and
David Letterman, we've done this show for over 4 years now. So but what pisses me off is that it was in a hidden folder. Why do you have hidden folders? I'm telling you, they have hidden folders because they want people to buy more to have more storage, upgrade their computer. It's a conspiracy.
Okay.
Yeah. But my God, it's like, again, so Mark Ryan, my old IT guy, he says, Darin, anytime you need something, give me a call. But he showed me how to find it and what to do. And I deleted all that and I'm back up and running again.
Okay. All right.
But man, I was pissed.
I was starting to get worried about you because you were heading into the weekend and you had nothing. You're like, I can't. I'm screwed.
Well, I had just finished editing the last week's episode.
Yeah, and
then it crapped.
I was about to say go to the Westchester Library and edit the podcast there. Tell you to do something.
Yeah, it was nuts.
It's now time for this week's winning numbers. Ready? 9, 23, 24, 40, 81, and 90. Check your ticket and good luck. I'm Dave Lay. Thanks for playing Irritable Dad Syndrome's Winning Number Challenge. Now, back to the show.
Did I mention that my rabbit has started humping things?
It is in the rundown.
Do the Humpty Hump, just watch me do the Humpty Hump. Yeah, do you know what I'm doing the Humpty Hump?
Remember the episode It's Hard to Sex a Rabbit?
Yeah.
Well,
that's no longer.
So a few years ago, we went to.
I don't know if you know this, but bunnies a lot.
Yes, they multiply like crazy. Yeah. We went to what's that thing, that festival where everybody dressed like knights?
Renaissance
the Renaissance Festival. Yeah. We went to the Renaissance Festival. Okay. I'll never go to the Renaissance Festival
bunny?
again. No. Why would I take a rabbit to the Renaissance Festival?
For the Monty Python fans, they're going to think it's the killer rabbit.
Oh, yeah. But Figgy doesn't look anything like that rabbit.
Okay.
So
we throw him.
Went to the Renaissance Festival, and there was a place where they would teach kids how to sword fight, right? Yeah, and you could buy these little plastic swords with foam. It looked like a foam bat, really. Okay, and you could duel and knight each other with the foam bats. Mm-hmm. So each kid wanted one, and we bought a couple of those. So we've got one of those. And we take that little foam bat, and if you put it on the floor, Figgy will run like circle 8s around it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Cameron had the bat on the ground, looked over, was talking to Jacob about something. Next thing you know, Figgy's going to town on this foam bat. We're like, oh no, Figgy, no.
So he's got a foam fetish.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then his cage, he started peeing and pooping all over the place instead of in his litter box. And Libby did some research, and turns out that if they start marking their territory more or whatever, that means that they're into sexual maturity.
Oh.
Start humping everything. Yes.
Figgy, he's going to have like a mustache. And
he's going to start driving a Trans Am. Yeah. Yeah, so, and then they recommend having him neutered, which is going to be $400.
Yeah. If you don't neuter him, what's he going to do? Just bang everything in your house?
Pretty much, yeah. He's going to start humping everything.
Yeah.
And they say it's better for his health, for boy animals' health if they have that.
I would say it would probably be better for his mental.
Yeah, I would think so.
Health.
Yeah. So, yeah, if anybody wants to donate to the to the Figgy Fund.
Yes, the FFF. The Triple F.
Triple.
Speaking of ballless animals, Marbles.
Oh, your dog, Marvel.
He's been neutered.
Oh, okay.
Not by us.
Right.
It's an unfortunate accident before we had him. No, he was neutered professionally, I guess.
In a van behind a Blockbuster video.
His thing that he likes to do is, we have a bed. Yeah. That's where I sleep. That's where Bess is. So he will crawl down in between us in the covers and then go up against Bess underneath the covers. Now, Darin, the covers include a sheet, a blanket, and a comforter.
Yeah.
It's hard to breathe down there. Okay. We've tried to rescue him from that, put his nose out, and he will make it so that he's back under there again.
Yeah.
And finally, we just said, we're just going to let natural selection take its course.
Yeah.
If Marbles, we'll see what happens. I'll tell you what happens. Is Marbles does eventually come up. Marbles likes to come up at like 2 or 3 in the morning when he knows I'm about to get out of bed to go potty or pot. More. And it will scare I don't know if you've ever been in bed and had an animal crawl from the depths of the bed out and stick its nose out and lick you or go, breathing really heavy. Yeah. An animal that's been laying under all those layers of fabric can't breathe very well and comes out panting at 3 in the morning in your face, scaring the absolute piss out of you.
Yes.
Every night for the past 3 weeks. Yeah. I'm about over it. I don't know. I'm thinking about buying him a snorkel to put on because he won't not go under there. This is, so I've made some jokes about Marble's mental capacity, about his intelligence.
He's not a smart dog. Lovable.
Well, we agreed. We think he's smart. He's just obstinate. He's stubborn.
Yeah.
He is going to be down there. He doesn't care if he can't breathe. Once he needs to breathe or die, he'll come back up.
Yeah.
It's really, really annoying.
When, we used to have Conrad, the dumbest beagle ever known to man. And when he was little and he slept in the bed with us, he would get under the covers.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And so it's not just a Marbles thing.
No, he would get under the covers. And then after a while, I would get him out and put him on top of the covers because it's my bed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't really. Okay. I get people loving the dog, and I see this thing all the time, almost every day, where people are like, "Well, my dog takes up the bed, and so I'm." No, you're not. You're not. You pay the mortgage. You bought the bed. You bought the dog. You own the dog.
Yeah. You own all these things.
All these people who are like, well, "The dog runs the house." No. Yeah. No. So I would move the dog. Yeah. But some nights, middle of the night, I would roll over and the dog would have his nose right next to mine, and you go, that scare the crap out of you, It's like I don't need to be nose to nose with my dog with his stinking breath and everything else. Yeah. And then when he got older and it was hard for him and his legs to jump in and out of bed, we would make him a bed on the floor. Yeah. And then I was like, well, maybe he's upset. I don't know, but it's not good for him to be on the bed anymore. Yeah. So, and I'm not going to ever get a dog again. But if I do, I'm not going to let the dog in the bed. Yeah. Because as he gets older, then you got to not allow them in the bed. And that's horrible. It's like, well, I used to be able to sleep in the bed and now I can't.
Now, Dakota will sleep on top of the covers, but she likes to sleep by my. No, she quit doing that. Now she likes to sleep with her head on my feet, which it gets hot. And I like so. And then she pushes over so much that when I get out to go pot and I come back, there's a dog there. So this just happens every night. I pick her up, scoot her across, and she does. I'm going to quote.
Sorry, my bad.
That happens.
Yeah.
This is all in stark contrast. Good word. To our last dog, Beaky, the
Molly.
German Shepherd, who would have instead of being right up on us or going under the covers, she had the get the fuck away from me thing. She would go across the room, outside in the hallway, and just stare at us and stare at the door, waiting for terrorists, Steven Seagal, Chuck Norris, whoever's going to come through there so she could destroy him or them. Yeah. And didn't want to be anywhere near us unless it was like in the middle of the day. She would snuggle on the couch. After that, when it's time to go to bed, it's like she's clocking in.
Yeah.
It's like she's setting up the Overwatch with the sniper rifle, and she's ready to defend us all night and stay awake.
Yeah.
And then she's, napping all day. It was a completely different animal.
Yeah.
I'm not used to snuggly dogs, and I'm also not used to snorkeling dogs that come out for like a beluga whale in the middle of the night. Scares the out of me.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I've said it before and I'll say it again.
Yeah.
Our podcast is right on top of cultural events.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. For people listening to this audio podcast, we're going to be like a week and a half late after watching the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
The Academy Awards were on Sunday night. This is the Tuesday after we watched it. And Mike and I both agree that the coolest thing about the Academy Awards was when Ke Huy Quan and Harrison Ford were on stage. And Harrison Ford smiling. Okay, Ke Huy Quan was jumping up and down like he was 8 years old again.
Yeah.
So excited that Harrison Ford was there. And how awesome is that? I mean, it's still...
Harrison Ford smiled for the first time, I think, in 40 years.
40 years, yeah. He certainly doesn't smile in 1923, I'll tell you that.
I'm not a big Oscars watcher.
Right, I always watch them.
And I didn't care about this one, but I saw some people had made some memes on the TikTok, is what the kids call it.
Oh, yeah.
Of Indy and Short Round hugging, and then Harrison Ford,
and Ke Huy Quan,
hugging. And I sat down here right there, Darin, last night, and I watched that video. It's a 30-second video, and then they showed him tearfully holding up his Oscar. I won an Oscar to his mom.
Exactly.
I cried like a baby for 15 minutes just watching it over and over.
Yeah.
I laid awake. I was trying to go to sleep. I never have trouble sleeping. I laid awake thinking that was beautiful.
Never stop believing in your dreams.
Never stop believing.
My God. Yeah.
And then all the Goonies. The Goonies. Corey Feldman called him. Sean Astin sent him a note.
Yeah.
Chunk was there, with him. He was there.
He was at the Oscars?
I think he was actually there because he points him out. And there's pictures of Chunk and his... I
didn't know Chunk was there.
I think he was actually there. Unless I'm imagining.
And it was a big night because he and Brendan Fraser were both in Encino Man.
Oh, I did not know that.
Pauly Shore, yeah.
I bet Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore was the star of that, and now these two guys both go on to win Academy Awards, and nobody knows who Pauly Shore is. He's the Weasel.
Yeah, he's Weasel.
Because I'm the Weasel.
I've always liked Brendan Fraser. I mean,
I have too.
I forgot about him.
Yeah,
I think most people did.
Yeah,
but I've always liked him.
And the Whale was an amazing movie. Not as funny as everybody had told me that it was. And I was watching, it's
the scene where he fell 50 feet and then got back up and started shooting again. I thought that was a little overblown. But, wait.
This is going to be horrible and I may edit this out. But there's one scene where he is very depressed and he's trying to eat himself to, like, out of depression, trying to eat himself to death, maybe.
You can do that?
And he's eating pizza 2 pieces at a time. And I'm sitting there going, God, I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know you
that looks delicious. Wait, you can get twice the pizza in your mouth? Sign me up. Yeah. But he was amazing, and I thought Jimmy Kimmel was funny. And then there was a scene where Elizabeth Banks was there with Cocaine Bear. She was doing
with the actual Cocaine Bear.
No, she was doing the category was best special effects.
Okay.
So there was a guy in a bear suit.
Okay.
And she's like, if we didn't have great special effects, this is what Cocaine Bear would look like. And then all these people, since Jimmy Kimmel was hosting, thought that Matt Damon was in the bear suit, which we never found out who was in the bear suit. But
Cocaine Bear is going on streaming. I think it's this weekend.
Oh, really?
I think you can not on like Netflix. You have to buy it or rent it.
Well, you and I were talking about, people aren't watching the Academy Awards anymore. Mm-hmm. And back when, I think the biggest year ever for the Academy Awards is the year Titanic. Mm-hmm. And Titanic was the biggest box office.
With Sandra Bullock and Matthew McConaughey.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. Titanic starred Keanu Reeves.
And Sigourney Weaver. Yeah.
It was the biggest box office hit of all time.
Yeah.
Okay. And everybody loved it. People saw it 3-4 times in the theater.
Yeah.
So, everybody wanted to see it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then since then, I don't know.
The ending surprised me.
Yeah. Yeah. My buddy Larry said, that after spoiler alert, after the ship hit the iceberg.
What?
Yeah, the ship hits the iceberg and then it sinks, Mike. Okay, so it's going down and Jim Cameron, it was like to the second the time it took for the ship to sink. That was the exact time that it took in the movie. And my buddy Larry's like, I get it. You're sinking. I get it. Like the guys who were playing the fiddles and the cellos or whatever, they did that.
Yeah.
That was like documented. It really happened. So,
wow.
Anyway, that was a big movie that everybody loved and everybody wanted to see win. We don't have that. I mean, the 10 movies that were nominated, Cocaine Bear,
John Wick 3.
Yeah. The Banshees of Inisherin.
Which you loved.
I did not.
That's the one where the guy's he's throwing his finger at a donkey.
And by the way, Jimmy Kimmel spoiled like as many things as I did in our last week's episode. So, but no, it's like there's all these movies.
I do want to see Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I saw it, and don't send hate mail because I didn't dislike the movie, but I didn't get it. I
want to see it, get it, and like it so that I can hold that over you.
I know.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, you totally want to be spiteful and hold a grudge against me.
I do. I enjoyed being that way.
Was it well made? Yeah. Okay. Was it cool? Yeah, it was really cool. The special effects were awesome. There's a lot of scenes where people are trying to jump and land and have a trophy go up their ass.
Hello.
Okay. It's true.
Oh, you were talking about the movie.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the actual Oscars. Like someone would win an Oscar and they'd jump and try to get it up.
No.
I was like,
but
wow,
that be something?
They're really going for views.
Kiwi Kwan. Oh, look what I did. Yeah. So, no, that's a big part of the movie.
Okay.
Because I'm watching it with Libby and we're like, how many times are they going to try to put that trophy in their ass?
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know. And then that's where the hot dog fingers comes in. You don't know about the hot dog fingers.
Hot dog fingers are.
Yeah, there's a multiverse where everybody has hot dogs for fingers, and they walk around with their fingers waving around. My buddy Chad, who does every year he goes to Dragon Con and builds his own costume and wins the whole frickin' thing because he's an amazing costume designer.
Yeah.
He watched it and within the next day he had hot dog fingers for him and his wife. And if you wanted hot dog fingers, call him. Like, sure, I'll come on over and make you some hot dog fingers. So everybody had the hot dog fingers.
Okay.
And I didn't get it.
Okay.
I just didn't understand it.
Okay. All right. That's my homework. I'm going to watch it. And I'm going to fall in love with it.
Probably.
On purpose.
You probably will.
Irritable Dad Syndrome was brought to you by Diff Liquid Concentrated Wallpaper Stripper and listeners like you.
That's right.
When Jacob was little, Jacob was 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Still going through potty training. And he's going to be so mad when I tell this story on the podcast. But it's Daddy's podcast.
That's right. Get your own. If you want to, you know.
So, and I don't know if your kids did this, but when Jacob was potty training and learning to go poopy, he would come out and need somebody to help wipe him.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So that's enough setup. That's all you need to know for this story.
So you call in a team, a hazmat team to go in there.
Usually he would come out and say, Mom, Mommy, Mom. And she's like, what? Why does he always ask me? He'd always ask Libby. So we had a guy come into the house and he was...
wiper?
We needed a new water heater.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We were looking at getting a water softener. Okay, because we had hard water and our dishwasher was constantly getting jacked up because all the hard water going through it. We were getting just white crystal crap on the edges of the dishwasher, on all the dishes. Nothing would dry. It was bad. And so someone said, maybe you need a water softener. Okay. So we call this guy and he comes out to the house and he's going through all the things about why you need to buy this water softener. Let's say his name was Kevin. I don't remember his name. Yeah. His name was Kevin.
Okay.
So we're talking to Kevin about the water softener. Jacob's in the bathroom going poops.
Yeah.
He comes out, pants down to his feet, butt up in the air, and he says, hey, mister, I need you to help me. I need you to help me here. He wanted the guy to wipe his butt. Asked the water softener salesman, will you wipe my butt?
Yeah.
I looked at the guy and I said, so how bad do you want to sell us that water softener? The choice is yours. We didn't buy the water softener.
Yeah.
He also didn't wipe Jacob's
Is that why you didn't buy the water softener?
That's exactly why.
Yeah, okay.
Because he clearly wasn't committed.
Yeah.
He didn't try hard enough to sell us one. I've been playing a lot of Wordscapes lately.
Okay.
You know what Wordscapes is?
No.
They give you like the crossword puzzle,
and you can
and
connect
there's
the things.
there's 6 letters.
Yeah.
And you gotta spell out the word.
That's one of those where you start at the first few stages like, this is so stupid. This is so easy. And then you get like 10 or 15 in. You need like quantum physics to help you figure it out.
Exactly. Well, here's the thing. It's like there's 6 letters, and there's clearly a 4-letter word there. And you're looking at these 6 letters like, there's no way. Yeah. There is not a word.
The letters are like Z, X, P, and R.
Well, there was one day I'm looking at it, and Mike, I'm looking at it for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And there's not a word. There cannot, unto, UNTO. Okay, boom. After you see it, then it's like, there it is.
Yeah.
And it's been there the whole time.
And then you got to wipe, and everything's dried, and it's harder to,
Well, Wordscapes needs to calm down.
Yeah.
Because you're playing it and you find the 6-letter word casino, and it says fantastic. Shut up. It's not fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you
going to give me a trophy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just I don't know, man, but Libby and I were hooked on this.
Yeah,
and
I think I still have it on my phone.
I know, because it's like for a while there I was doing Candy Crush, then I stopped playing Candy Crush, and then I did what's the 5-letter word thing every day?
Wordle.
I stopped playing Wordle.
I've been thinking of getting back into Candy Crush.
Oh, really?
Boy,
we've ran out of things to talk about, haven't we? I used to play checkers. Do you play checkers, Mike?
No, no, I can't understand it. Candy Crush. I got so far into Candy Crush, I thought I'm gonna, because they have to put out new levels because shut-ins and psychopaths are playing all the levels. And there's if you go online, you'll see like people have complained that they don't put the levels out fast enough, and they're like, Jesus, do you work? Is there anything? Do you sleep? There was someone that I worked with, not at my current job. And I was like level 100 and something on this. And I'm like, I'm awesome. And I talked to her, and she's like, yeah, I'm on 984. And I'm like, I didn't even know numbers went that high.
I was gonna say, when Libby was playing Candy Crush, she's like, I made it to 88. And she asked me, and I was at 304.
Yeah.
How much Candy Crush are you playing, Darin? It's like, is that what you do all day at the office?
The last time I checked, and this is a few years ago, the last time I checked, they were at like 4,000 levels. And I was like, what in the hell are you even? Because some of those levels are ridiculous. It's there's no way in hell you're gonna get that. So I'm thinking about getting back into that because I've been addicted to Survivor IO. Have you played Survivor IO?
Negative.
Don't.
Okay.
Don't even look at it. Don't even edit this part out.
Okay.
Don't think about it. Whatever you do, don't download it and try it for a few minutes and see if you like it.
Okay.
You're basically a dude, and there's a zombie outbreak.
Okay.
And you go around and you kill the zombies. You pick your weapon. You got like a gun or a shotgun or a sword or whatever.
Okay.
And then you level up. And each level up, you can get a new skill, like a thing that shoots lightning out, or a thing that shoots rockets, or something that kicks a soccer ball. One that's like a loogie that goes around and grabs them. It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's cartoony. It's hilarious when your dude dies because he literally just falls sideways, and it's like, Mwah. It's the old Family Guys. Whenever they would fall down, when Peter would fall, he would just like immediately. Well, how you like standing, he would like immediately. There was no animation. That's how the dude dies in Survivor. I crack up every time it happens. And it's horribly addictive, and I'm thinking I need to trade one addiction for another. Candy Crush damn near broke me. Yeah. So I want to go back to it because why not?
Yeah. For a while I played One More Brick.
What is
which
that?
you aim your gun and it shoots like level 1 you shoot one ball up and it knocks out one brick.
Okay.
Level 2 you have 2 bricks or 2.
Oh, it just keeps adding bricks to them?
So when you get to like level 208, it shoots 200 and you got to try and clear out all the things. Oh my God, I was hooked on that. So hooked on that. Jacob started playing it, and then he and I got into a competition where he was trying to he got further than Daddy.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that.
Yeah.
So I stayed up till 3 a.m. and I passed him.
Yeah.
And then went like 12 layers ahead of him. And I'm like, and I woke up in the morning, and I swear, I woke up in the morning and said, "Hey, buddy, suck it.
Yeah.
Which makes me father of the year. Yeah.
So, two things about Charlie I
Okay.
want to talk about real quick is I took him to the web.
Okay.
And they have
I've been there.
the games where you can get the tickets. And he loves to do
Yes.
the games to get the tickets because you can go get a whoopee cushion, which we actually got. We got the mega whoopee cushion.
2,000 tickets.
Well, here's the deal.
Yeah.
There's a fishbowl game.
Okay.
It literally just drops a ball and it can land in different fish bowls, and they have like 5 tickets or 10 tickets or 15 tickets.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have one called multi-ball, and then there's one 500 ticket thing down at the bottom that's really hard to get into. So he just puts the card, does the thing, swip it, you get one, boom, 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 hits the multi-ball. Like, what happens? And we looked at each other like, oh my God. And he's like jumping, he's freaking out.
Yeah.
And then the multi-ball, you don't control when that comes out. It just starts spitting balls down.
You can't control the multi-ball.
And one of them went into the 500 ticket thing. I thought we both were going to have a heart attack.
Yeah.
So we went from getting just a little whoopee cushion to the whoopee cushion, the one it's clear from across a football field.
The grandpa
there's a whoopee cushion.
Whoopee cushion.
It's called the grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that. The other story, that's my story. Welcome. It's on episode 133. They're not all going to be winners, folks. The other one is I taught my kids how to play the Vigi games. I've sat with both of them at different times. Hey, let's play this game. Dealt with all the rage. I know the one that caused Andrew a ton of rage was Rayman Legends. I think your kids played Rayman.
Yes.
We would go from laughing to someone's going to die, screaming fit. And then Charlie, we go to like the 3D games and they get into them. So they've gone off on the thing. Charlie's become the expert at Apex Legends. Have you heard of Apex Legends?
Yes.
Okay. He's got it keeps track of how many kills and damage and all this stuff that you've got. He's like in the diamond platinum crew.
Okay.
Whatever. So the last time I played games with them like this, like I'm easily destroying them. I have to pretend like I'm not doing anything.
Oh, what? How did I not do that?
I was like, okay, Daddy's going to play Apex with you. I'll show you how Daddy does it. Daddy's old school. I'm old school Call of Duty. You don't mess with me, man.
No.
I'll drop you. One shot across
I'll
the
drop
thing.
you like third period French.
I get an Apex and I don't even know how to pick up a thing.
Yeah.
And you have to pick up the thing quick because people are coming to kill you. We played 5 matches, maybe 6, and we ended there because he was tired of losing because Daddy kept getting shot and whatever. So now I have promised that I'm going to practice and get better at this so that I can at least keep up with him and play. I'm like, how did we get here?
Yeah.
How did we get here where I'm the gamer in the family and now I can't even keep up? It's not like they're playing these things all the time. I think Andrew plays a Harry Potter game like maybe once a week. Charlie is on Apex a lot, but I mean,
and I keep forgetting it. What's the game where you build all the stuff?
The Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Okay. Jacob used to love playing Minecraft. And honest to God, man, I know he's my kid.
Yeah.
But the things he built were so elaborate.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And my mind was blown at the stuff that he built. One day I came home and he was really young and he was almost in tears. And
his world had been deleted.
His world had caught on fire.
Oh, my God.
All this he built was on fire.
Lord. Yeah.
And he was going, and Mike, and he spent weeks.
Yeah.
And he was going and going and going.
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to have a heart attack trying to go and put everything to stop the fire from spreading.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, my God, I used to play Pitfall. Pitfall never caught on fire. Pac-Man never caught on fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Donkey Kong had fire in it.
Yeah.
The
but
barrels were on fire, but it never caught on fire.
That's right. That's right.
Never in
It'd
my
be an
life.
easier game if it did catch on fire because Mario would just sit there and just let it burn.
Yeah.
Take out the monkey.
But never in my life was I worried about my game catching on fire. And you had to go to the settings and turn off the ability for it to catch fire.
Yeah.
What type of is that?
There is, and this is going to be the last thing I talk about video games because I know people are slipping into comas right now.
People turn us off after 20 minutes.
Game, Diablo.
Okay.
If you heard of it, I don't know if you've heard. It's a role-playing game. It's like you kill things.
Oh, I like role-playing.
Kill things with, well, not like that.
Oh,
you kill things with your sword. You get loot. You get better gear. You kill bigger things with your sword. You keep going. It's not one of those. It's not like Figgy role play.
I'll be the rabbit. You be the bat.
Yeah. So back in the day, Diablo 2, people would actually buy gear in the game for real money. Like they would send money, and then you'd get like this sword that took like thousands of hours to get.
Yeah.
I knew a guy that actually spent $150 on a sword, and because he told me about it, he said, my girlfriend's mad at me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you. Spent $150 on a sword? You're the kind of that we can't stand. The people that actually put in the work. And at the time, I'm like, put in the work. I'm sitting there on my butt eating Cheetos playing the game.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's a hardcore mode in there. And this is the closest thing that I can connect to the Minecraft world on fire.
Yeah.
Hardcore is when you die, you lose your character. It deletes your character, and you lose all your gear. You can have a character you spent years building up.
Yeah.
And one stray rat comes through, or a Figgy humps you in the wrong minute, and you're dead, and all of that progress is gone.
Humped to death by a rabbit.
Yeah. We want to thank you for being with us on our final episode. If you
No, don't say that.
I'm not going to say
because there was that guy
we lost a third of our viewers once because we made a joke.
You said it was our last episode. 80 episodes later, he found out that we were screwing around. At episode 7, and then episode like 88 or 89, or something. I didn't know you guys are still doing it.
So do me a favor, people. If you don't already subscribe to us on Twitch, on YouTube, on whatever podcast you listen to, if you subscribe, when I do something stupid like say this is our final episode, it won't trick you, because then like a week later it goes bing. Oh wait, they actually made a new episode.
Got another
what the
one.
hell?
Yeah.
Also, leave us a review. Go to Apple Podcasts. Our listen score, there's a website called Listen Notes that ranks podcasts.
Yeah.
We went up 3 points.
Yeah.
Because people started leaving some Apple reviews.
Yeah.
Go to irritabledadsyndrome.com. If you haven't already, they've got a new feature. So we have every episode now, we have a video. This that people are watching streaming.
Yeah.
It gets edited. We quack it because we don't want to get in trouble. It goes on to cable access. It also goes onto our YouTube channel. If you go to our website, you click on an episode, you see the episode as you hear it in all its glory after Darin edits it. Yeah. You also see this video stuff up there edited. Yeah. Go to www.irritabledadsyndrome.com.
Yeah.
I don't see what's so hard about that.
All your podcast
put it on your favorites.
Yeah.
Subscribe to us. All those fun things. Please.
Yeah. Guys, thanks for listening, and we hope to see you next week on Irritable Dad Syndrome.
Yes, we do.
Well, that does it for us this week. Time to hit the open road and ride off in the sunset. Adios.
Give him a shake. And just beat the devil out of him.